Good morning, church. Thank you for joining us for our daily Devo. Today we're in John chapter 4, and it shows Jesus' interaction with the Samaritan woman at the well. I think this is really significant. If you think about the book of John, here is a huge section that talks about Jesus' interaction with one woman. And I think one of the reasons it's there is it really shows us how we are to react and act with those outside of faith. I think it's hard to share our faith. A lot of Christians have never shared verbally their testimony. A lot of Christians have never even asked someone to join them at church. And I think Jesus' interaction gives us some pictures of the steps we can take in doing it. Hopefully you've read the chapter already. If you haven't, please read it. You can pause the video and then come back. So let's just look at some points. First, I think we can see when it comes to sharing our faith that we are to start with a connection, not a condemnation. Now, historically, if you understand why this woman was drawing water at midday, was because she was not going to be welcome with the other women collecting the water. And Jesus didn't condemn her. He didn't start at that point. He really started with a connection. He spoke to her, which she was shocked by because him being a Jew, they turned their back. They act like Samaritans were invisible to him, which I think it shows us as believers, one of the most powerful things you can do is to see people. Sometimes they've said that people who collect money, like we at checkouts, bank tellers, at times that they become invisible. People will be there on their phones doing other things like they don't exist, like they're a self-checkout. And just slowing down to recognize someone, to talk to them, to interact with them is the first step. Make sure that they know they're visible to you. The next one is understand how to use everyday needs to point to spiritual truth. Jesus used something very practical. He was thirsty and there was a well and he needed water. Again, he was a master communicator, but I think sometimes we don't know where to start. And sometimes just look at something connected to what they already understand. Help them make that connection in something that starts really at a practical need and then takes it to a real need. A practical need, we need water. A real need, we need spiritual water, because once you drink physical water, you'll need it again. But as Jesus would say, drinking this spiritual water, you'll be thirsty no more. Be personal and relevant. Jesus didn't make it about her. He asked about her life. He said, "Where is your husband?" He revealed that, again, the struggles that she had. And so sometimes we have to make sure that as we're sharing Christ, a person doesn't feel like or become a project. But there's someone we care about, someone we build a relationship with, and then from that relationship we can share. Next, offer hope. Offer hope. Don't just expose sin. Jesus didn't ignore the fact that she had sinned. He let her know she was in a bad situation now, but he gave her hope. We shouldn't be shocked when those who don't know Christ act like those who don't know Christ. And we want to let them know there is hope. We can't expect them to change before they have the power of God in their life. But we can let them know there's hope in their life, and that hope can absolutely transform them. Next, focus on the heart, not a religious argument. I love how she tried to draw him into an argument. Where should we worship? Do we worship what we say or what you say? And Jesus redirected that true worshipers will worship God in spirit and in truth. And so many times it's easy when you're talking about Christ. Someone, well, what about this? What about this? They can sidetrack you and just bring it back to the truth. It's not about these side things. It's about the relevance of Christ. Last, Jesus is revealed clearly. He reveals himself clearly to say, "I am the Messiah." Think about all the people Jesus didn't reveal himself to. The Pharisees, others, and he reveals himself to this woman. And sometimes we need to make sure people understand the answer isn't us. The answer isn't even church. The answer is what you can find at church, a relationship with Christ, a relationship with others. But the answer is Jesus. And that's what we want to pull them back to again and again. I hope you enjoyed reading this story, and maybe it's something as a refresher, helping us understand how we can share our faith in a fresh and relevant way. I hope you guys have a great day, and please join us for our daily Devo tomorrow.